Hi, I'm Black Dragon, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Black. Hi, I'm Black Dragon, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Black Dragon Biker TV. And as always, we thank you all for tuning in. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It's a beautiful kind of like uh, pre-fall day. It's fall, but it's beautiful out. So it was cold as heck last night, but beautiful today. Just can't imagine uh, how wonderful it is out here today. And as always, we thank you guys for tuning in from wherever you are all over the world. So we have one of our viewers, Lisa, is in the hospital. And what we're going to do is try to contact her before we get into today's video. Let's see, we'll dial the extension.
Okay. 444, as early in your pregnancy as possible.
So we'll see.
Hello.
Hello, may I speak to Lisa, please?
This is Lisa.
Good morning, Lisa. This is Black Dragon. How are you?
Why? I'm doing pretty good, thank you.
I got your message that said you were in the hospital.
Yeah, I was just a little bit surprised that, I just had, I don't know, I just felt like I had a tight chest. And so I told my husband that, and he's already been through that kind of thing for several times. And so he just reacted immediately to take me to urgent care.
So what are they going to do? Are they going to do a stress test, or are they going to do a heart cath, or what? Do you know yet?
Um, well, they took me in at 9 a.m. or just before 9 a.m. and did a stress test.
Okay.
And they said that it came out normal, like okay. And so now I'm still sitting now I'm in bed here waiting to find out what's going on, if I'm going home or
Well,
what.
I got you here on the channel, so everybody's listening to you and praying for you, and we're
Well, I
going to
appreciate that.
all hope that you get better. So there's three kinds of stress tests. There's pass, fail, and mediocre.
Oh,
So
I see.
that it's depending on what your EKG looks like and that sort of thing, they will determine if they need to do more. In my case, my EKG was bad, so they did the heart procedure on me. But if your EKG is looking good and you have and they're probably going to do some blood work and look at your enzymes, and if your enzymes are negative for a heart attack, then you'll probably be out of there. So
Okay.
that's what I learned. But don't fret. We're praying for you, and we know you're going to pull through okay. And I'm glad your husband got you right to the hospital.
Yeah, he's a good guy. And well, they just took blood from me, so
Yeah,
I guess that's the next step, huh?
yeah. They're going to look at your enzymes, and they're going to see if those enzymes are positive for a heart attack.
Okay.
Chris W says my heart cath was no damn joke.
Wow.
Well, we don't think you're going to be in a heart cath. I read that. I don't know why. Chris, we're not supposed to give her that right now. So what we're gonna hope and pray for is that you don't need a heart cath at all. That your tests come all right, your blood enzymes come out all right, and everything is going to be good.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So keep me in the loop, Lisa. Lay down and get some rest. You sound a little tired.
I'm getting tired. I was just thinking about taking a nap in a few minutes, but I'm really glad you called. I appreciate this.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad you guys watch the show and watch watch the program and stuff, and just very, very thankful for you. And since I just went through this last week, I just want to give you some encouragement. It's probably going to be a small thing that you get right through. So that's what happened. That's what's happened for me. So
Yeah. Well, we prayed for you too. We were pleased that you got to go home and stuff.
well, I thank you, and so now it's my turn to pray for you. Okay,
Yeah.
Lisa, get some rest.
All right. Thank you.
All right, keep me informed. All right.
All right. Tell everybody I said thanks.
Lisa says thanks, everyone, and we'll just keep the prayers going for you. All right.
All right. All right. Thanks.
So that's Lisa in the hospital for it seems like the same thing I was in the hospital for last week. So I'm doing better. I'm able to walk a little bit, and then I sit down and I take a rest, and so I can walk a few steps, and I'm feeling a lot better. So thank you all my viewers for praying for Lisa. And this we want to dedicate this video to Guido. You know, I find that doing this show is much like having a motorcycle club. You guys become like this extended family. It's absolutely crazy. Um, and some of you guys I will never meet, uh, but there's an impact that I have on your lives, especially as you're searching for motorcycle club information, and I have information to share. So I got this message from, and this message unfortunately came in July, and there's a part on my website that contains, not website, but my Facebook page, Black Dragon Biker. There's a part of that that contains these messages that I didn't know were there. So this came in like June. I just found it. Hey, brother, I wanted to let you know that a very good friend and brother and also a follower of yours died yesterday. He'll be laid to rest Saturday. I am the president of our club. The deceased was my vice president and brother and best friend of the last 25 years. Would really appreciate you saying a word on behalf of Guido, please. And he said that Guido watched all of my videos, and he tries to what the president tries to. The president's name is Lightning, and he tries to watch as many as possible. He said he's learned a lot from watching and listening to what I say, and he's the president of his bike club, and his name is Lightning. And just to know that someone watched my videos and all of them. There are people that watch all my videos. There are over 400 out there, 450, I think, and it's very touching. It touches my heart, and it lets me know that I really have an extended family out there, way beyond the reach that I ever anticipated. And I'm so sorry for the passing of your brother Guido, and a subscriber of mine. And we want to acknowledge him and be thankful and praise his life. And my last video that I made called "When Your Wife Burns the Club's Cut," I have a picture of Guido in the back of the video, and I dedicated the video to him. So if you guys get an opportunity to go to the video and look at it, and you'll see Guido riding his motorcycle and sticking his tongue out at us. So it's really cool. Somebody said, whoa. That's interesting. I I have this new stick here, and I see that you can't touch. I got this new gyro stick, and you can't touch it, or it spins the whole phone around. That was very interesting. Somebody said, "Oh, good morning, Aunt Squirrely. It's good to see you." Um, Somebody said from I saw that from house fire to hospital. Yeah, you guys have been with me through a lot. So let me see. I was trying to find. You guys are talking to me like crazy here. LaRock Drifter, good to see you. Ghost Riders, good to see all my normal folks here. Uh, Bearded Bear says, I'm pretty sure I've seen all your videos. Thanks so much for watching. Uh, and so we're getting to. Oh, let me take a moment out to do a commercial real quick for uh, uh, Hollywood Masakari over there at Insane Throttle. Man, those guys are doing some incredible stuff. Insane Throttle Biker News. You got to get over there, HarleyLiberty.com, and check them out. I like to uh, share information with good content providers that are talking about some of the same things I talk about. So Hollywood's a good dude, and you guys should go check out his videos. He talks a whole lot. He talks a lot about the 1%er scene, and you guys know I'm on the 99%er scene, so you can get that kind of information from him. So today's video is about what's up, block burners. Today's video is about brotherly hatred in the motorcycle club, and so we are, for those that are that check that sort of thing. I'm almost 12 minutes in, 11:49, 11:50. We're talking about this subject, and there are people that really hold me to that. You take too long to get to the subject. Yes, I do. So today's video is about brotherly hatred, and somebody said HarleyLiberty.com was nice enough to feature my mini bike on their channel. Oh man, send us a picture of your mini bike. We'll put it on here too. Whoa. So this idea, this there is a thing with this hatred of club brothers, and it gets so bad that people people who call themselves brothers can treat one another so badly. We got a new sub, Epidemic TV. Thank you very much, sir. They can treat each other so terribly, and what it does is it destroys the MC. The MC is completely broken down by the loss of good brothers. And having been in a motorcycle club for all of my adult life, for going on 30 years, something like that, I've been affiliated with this motorcycle club since the late 80s. I know brothers that were best of friends. I know brothers that were the best of friends in my motorcycle club that don't speak. They don't talk to each other. They have zero interaction. And it's sad. It has caused a brain drain, if you will, of the old timers as they leave the club or don't have anything to do with it. And we've got all these youngsters trying to hold it down with no backing, no knowledge, no ideas, no understanding of what it all means, because the old guys get to fighting so damn hard that they leave. They move on, and they get mad. They don't talk to each other anymore. They don't trust each other. They say the most terrible things about one another. And these were guys that were inseparable 2 decades ago. You ever seen 2 guys in a room together that haven't spoken to one another in 20 years? They walk past each other. One gets to one side of the room, and all the members that love him are on his side, and the other gets to the other side of the room, and all the members that love him are on that side, and they start polarizing the freaking room. And so now you got guys that are like fighting against each other over some stuff you had going on 25 years ago. They don't even know what the fight's about. Oh, I like this brother, and I'm with him, and oh, I like this brother, and I'm with him. And you got two brothers fighting in the MC, looking at each other, staring at each other, really raggedy, because you talked to such and such's girlfriend 25 years ago. They talk about each other behind each other's backs. They say the most disparaging things. Not understanding. Morning, Jim Wilson. Not understanding that the poison you bring is it's infectious. It infects the MC. The poison that you bring catches on and touches others and infects others with its infectious kind of disease. And if I could just say, stop it. Cut it out. The younger crowd, they need us more than ever. The enemies that I had in the club 25 years ago that are still in the club, that I don't talk to, I couldn't even tell you what the hell we argued about 25 years ago. I have not a clue. I just don't like that son of a... He's a club brother. He wears the same patch. I remember one brother, I hated him because he wouldn't like me. I wanted his approval so bad. Somebody said, like you say, Black Dragon, our bylaws do not talk about each other. If they have a problem, they need to work it out. Don't make two sides divide men up, handle it like men, etc., etc. That's what we're supposed to do. We don't do that. We don't treat each other like we know we should. I wonder what the hell's wrong with us. We know better. We know better. The men get into this testosterone-driven pride thing. I've been guilty. I remember, like I was saying, there was a brother that I hated because he didn't like me. We look for approval. We don't act like we do. We act like, I don't give a damn what someone thinks about me, but we do care. And when you don't get that approval, he wouldn't let me in the club. He wouldn't vote for me. He didn't care for me as a prospect. And I did everything to gain his approval. Everything. And I never got his approval. I could never get his vote. He just didn't like me. And after a while, I began to hate him. And hate him. And hate him. And pretty soon, there was no coming back from it. It just sweltered and languished. And the people who were his friends were not friends of mine. And the brothers that were his brothers were not brothers of mine. And I looked around and I carried that on for a good 20 some years. And I can think back on all the poison I brought. Auntie Squirrely said the best compliment she's ever received is I might not see you for years, but when I do see you again, it's as though we never parted. So this guy says we actually have it written into our bylaws that no brother will angrily accost or badmouth another brother, especially publicly. Bad-mouthing the club or another brother can lead to expulsion. You know, believe it or not, we have that in our bylaws too, something like that. We especially have one that says if you hit another brother, that's it. It ain't stopped them cats. And when I became national, I added a $500 fine to it. I got cats that'll say, National, where do I pay the $500? I'm getting ready to tear this guy up. Well, it's going to cost you. Yeah, I know. I got my $500 set aside. I had to increase the fine to $2,500. I still got cats that'll come up when I was national and say, National, I got my $2,500. I'm getting ready to go get at such and such. And I don't know how to stop that, except to ask you to take a look from within. People that you call brother, you should treat like damn brothers. Which means having the ability to apologize and having a bigger capacity to forgive. You know, we always say we want our keeper, our God, our Lord, whomever he is. We want that person to forgive us our transgressions. We forget the part of the prayer that says, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. It seems exceedingly impossible to forgive. To forgive means that you got to let go of that grudge you're harboring. And grudges, my friends, feel good. I love a good damn grudge. I get to harvest on it, feed off of it, eat on it. It tastes good. It feels good to say negative things out of your mouth, it seems. It feels good to see somebody else down, suffering, in pain. Ha-ha! Son of a bitch. Now you see. Now you see what it feels like. It's kind of like the little guy. Like we were all on the side of Bill Gates until Microsoft became the biggest giant in the world. And then we hate him. We can't wait to see your company get broken up. We love the little guy until he actually becomes successful. It seems like we hate to see the successes in our own brothers. He's the president now. Yeah, well, you were the president last month. We do everything to get away from the we and go running straight to the me. Me, 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 me. What does it take to forgive? The destruction of the MC? Is that when you'll be happy? When the MC falls down and implodes and all the older guys are gone, they don't speak to each other anymore, and the younger guys are out here not knowing which way to turn. Did I just cuss? Sorry. Somebody said I just cursed. You guys know I don't curse. So, what do we have to do to forgive? Well, first of all, we've got to work on some anger management. Some of you guys out there have issues. You have real issues. You don't like nobody. You don't like nothing. You can't get along with nobody, anybody, anyone. So you have to understand some serious conflict resolution. And conflict resolution and anger management are all about, how do I move on in a better place than I am in right now? How do I move on? Thank you, Gregory. How do I move on with respect to not being angry, not being hateful, not being mean, and not hampering and destroying my MC from within? I once did a video, the 10 best ways to destroy your motorcycle club way faster than you're already trying to do it, where I gave you guys advice on how to get the damn thing done quicker, since all you were trying to do was figure out how to destroy your motorcycle club from the inside. So let's just do it right. Some of you folks, you won't be happy till we're destroyed. Some of you folks, you just won't be happy till it's all done and over. Some of you folks. Oh, I'm tired. I haven't even walked anywhere. Breathing hard. So, anger management is about how to logically and intelligently and realistically manage your anger. Is it really healthy to be mad at somebody for 35 years? Well, someone would say, well, that depends on what they did. But I have seen people forgive folks and not be mad at them for like murdering their daughter. That's something like I could never get over, I would think. But I've seen people, oh yes, I've forgiven them. Because to forgive frees you from the inside. To forgive frees you from the hatred that eats you alive. Forgiveness allows you not to seethe on the debilitating and infectious line of hate that eats up you and everything around you. So you have to absorb that thing that made you angry and figure out how to move on. In the motorcycle club, conflict resolution and anger management can be easy because there are other people to help out. If you have a seasoned and wise and veteran sergeant at arms, he can get you all in a room to sit down before this thing becomes an infection that destroys the soul and eats at the very fiber of the motorcycle club nation. Somebody said, I'll be honest, I'm still mad at some people from my early school days. Started really petty, but it just turned into this hostile back and forth over the years, it seems. Black Dragon, please answer my question. What's your question? El Jefe? What's your question? So, you have to, I can't scroll up. Just retype your question again. I'll see if I can't answer it. Should do a topic on MCs getting street gangs involved in their MC world. We can do that topic. So when you have a good sergeant at arms, I'm back on topic now. When you have a good sergeant at arms, he can sit you down before this thing becomes an infectious virus. And he can sit the two parties down and he can say, okay, what's the issue? Because by the time we leave this meeting, we are going to have some steps by which we resolve this issue to bring everybody maybe not to a place where you're all happy, but to a place where we can all live and we can reconcile. Is somebody talking about SOA? Give me a break. Merlin, take care of that. So, the idea here is, how do we move past? How do we move past the problem? Aunt Squirrely says that resolution takes two. Sometimes it takes more than two. Sometimes it takes the whole MC. Sometimes it takes the whole MC to say, you two are causing such a poison in this club that if we can't sit down and work it out, let's put both of your butts on suspension. Let's get this poison. They polarize the club. They bring the club. It's almost like I've had guys leave my club and they go to another motorcycle club, and now that other motorcycle club has trouble with us that we never had before. It came from the poison that person took with them. So a sergeant at arms can sit you down and say, okay, look, what's the issue? How do we get past it? Oh, there's definitely a way we can get past it. Now, as members, we have to think about this. A lot of times you join a motorcycle club and there'll be a member that starts talking negatively about another member. And two things you got to ask yourself. One, the biggest one is, how did that member treat me? If you join the club and somebody's like, Black Dragon is this and Black Dragon is that and Black Dragon is this and Black Dragon is that, that's your experience with Black Dragon. How did Black Dragon treat me? When you join a club, you go into a club, when you start hearing people talk about people and you notice it's always behind his back. Now, as you see, you just said these negative things about Black Dragon, and Black Dragon just walked in the room and you said, hey brother, what's going on? And you hugged him. What kind of piece of garbage are you? Because if I got an issue with you and I'm talking behind your back, when you walk in the room, I'm going to be like, hey, what's up, Ironhead? I got a problem with you, bro. Now Ironhead has a chance to fix it. He gets a chance to put it right. Because now he knows about it. I didn't just share it with the room. A lot of times you can stop stuff from happening too. Like, oh, hey Dragon, come over here. Ironhead and I were just talking about you. Ironhead, tell Dragon what's on your mind. Well, that's going to do two things. Nobody in the club is going to use you anymore as a sounding board for BS. Because they know you're not fixing to be part of no BS. That's one. And now Black Dragon and Ironhead have a chance to get it out. Somebody said, Tham's World said, stab me in the chest, but please never in the back. So, these are the techniques that we can use to stop this club hatred. Somebody wants to know what my diet is. Right now, my diet is no carbs, very low carbs, or complex carbs. Mostly no carbs. Meat, vegetables, beans, nuts, and fruits. That's my diet right now. So, these are the things I believe can stop this brotherly hatred. You know, about the brother I was talking about that I said that I've hated for years. I called him recently. Actually, actually, he called me when I was on my sick bed, and I was sick, so I didn't know he called, and then I looked on my call list, and I was like, this can't be him, that guy. So I called him, and man, we talked and we laughed, and he said, I'm glad we didn't lose you, brother. Hmm. I could have died and not been able to talk to that very good brother. And for what? For what? For what reason would I have to miss out on his life? This guy keeps asking me about Kurt Sutter. I don't know Kurt Sutter, never met him. I don't have any opinion of him, pro or con. He's Kurt Sutter, a guy who made an incredible TV series that lasted 9 years. I wish I had his money. That's it. So anyway, for all of you folks that have prayed for me and sent your good wishes and all those things, I'm just so thankful. Oh yes, on Squirrely, I did call back. Oh, I think you guys are a little late. I think the scrolling comes a little later than I say things. But and I decided not to be a stranger with this brother, and I'm very excited for what our lives could have as brothers for the future, because the past has been a pile of garbage. So, hatred destroys the MC. Hatred from within inside destroys the MC. It tears the MC apart. Especially when the old timers are doing it, because the youngins are looking at us, man. And with the youngins looking, we got to do better. They don't have anybody to look up to but us. Do you understand that? We are the ones. If we act ugly, they'll act ugly. If we can't treat each other right, they won't be able to treat each other right. So, that's it. That's my 2 cents for today. You guys go look at Log Zipper's page. Log Zipper wants you to comment on his YouTube page. So, any questions? Oh, Jeff Schultz. Thank you for that donation. Certainly appreciate it. Somebody said all color of skin should be allowed in the MC. I think MCs might get there eventually one day. I think you might see that in all MCs, especially if we get a common enemy like zombies or something. I have lost some weight, and I'm working hard to lose some more. Mama Rose says, teach your children to behave. Thank you, Aunt Squirrely. I'm feeling better, and I'm still dieting hard and trying to lose that weight. I don't want another hard episode. Do a video on how to drive when a pack is moving on the highway. I've done several, so go look at some of them. I've done several, but I will do some more. I don't ride, but I like your videos, Black Dragon. Well, thank you for tuning in. Oh, tell them to stop commenting on my comment. Yeah, you guys stop commenting on his comment. Black Dragon, have you spoken on when you should take off your cut, not just going to work, but like at a function? I have a video called the top, is it 10 reasons or top 5 reasons of when it's okay to take your cut off? So yes, that is a video I did. MCs versus somebody. Somebody needs to make that TV movie. Sounds like a good idea. The Black Sabbath Nation versus The Walking Dead. I love it. Uh, have you heard the new law where the law enforcement can pull you over for no reason just to check if you have a motorcycle license? I have heard about that. Uh, and we'll be talking more about those kind of profiling laws. So I am feeling better. Thank you, in NBT3. And how can you describe the video you uploaded yesterday? I think the video speaks for itself. Motorcycle clubs have to be cognizant about teaching proper protocol and etiquette and enforcing it and teaching it and reinforcing it in everything that they do, and people will know the right things to do. And a lot of times people will do them because it becomes part of the club culture. All right, friends. Somebody said I'm in Texas and it's a mother effer. Texas is pretty tough on bikers right now. And so we got to think about, foremost, we got to think about winning the public relations battle that we're obviously losing terribly. And we're losing that public relations battle because of the stupid things that MCs are doing, and that's being seen on television. And you'll lose that battle every day until we start winning that battle and stop doing silly stuff that gets worldwide recognition and makes newspapers lots of money. Then scared citizens are going to keep voting. Intimidated citizens are going to keep deciding things in jury trials, and it's not going to be good for us. Listen, hit the like button on this video. I've only got 18 likes right now, and the likes help the video to spread. So I got 80 folks on right now. If 80 folks hit the like button, that'd be really cool. Share this video if you haven't done so. We appreciate it when you share the video. It helps the channel. Listen, if you have comments and you see this after the live, we'd love to see or hear your comments, see what you think about brotherhood hatred and how it destroys the MC. We'd love to see those comments, and we'd like to know what your experiences have been. So leave comments in the comment below. You can find my books, Black Dragon, Prospects Bible for Women's Motorcycle Clubs, the Sergeant at Arms Bible, and the Public Relations Officer's Bible, all available on YouTube and Amazon, and you can get them from bookstores. We got the Audibles coming soon, so for you guys who like to listen to videos on book or listen to books on CD audio. And also, we just appreciate you tuning in. Hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Well, that's my 2 cents. I thank you all for tuning in. And, oh, look, my likes just went up. Appreciate that. Thank you all for tuning in, and have an excellent day. Treat one another right. Do good things by each other. We're a family, for Pete's sake. Get skinny.